There we go. Praise the Lord and good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So here. I'm gonna say so here, so happy and excited to be here with you on today to lead you in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. This is the day that the Lord has made. He has commanded us to rejoice and to be glad in it. We are grateful and thankful about it. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. That's why we shout good morning, because morning is a good thing. And I'm glad that you're here with us on today as we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 55. This message is all the way alive. We're going to talk about healing has no deadline. Healing has no deadline. It has no deadline. There is no deadline to your healing, but we're going to talk about it right now. Grief does not operate on a schedule. How many of y'all have come to know that grief does not operate on a schedule? It's not 9 to 5. You can't say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna schedule my grief today from 3 to 4. I'm gonna deal with," and then you may see a counselor, you may see a therapist or a coach on a time schedule, but grief has no schedule. It has no schedule. It'll wake you up in the middle of the night. It'll come and get you at work. It'll get you driving down the street, right? You are constantly feeling, have the opportunity to reveal. Grief has no schedule. The pain that you feel, right? And just like it has no day-to-day schedule of when it's going to come, it has no schedule, right, on when it's going to go, right? There is no deadline to grief. Does not operate on a schedule. There is no deadline for healing. No fixed timeline for when the pain should lessen or when the tears should stop. And if anybody tries to give you one, they're lying. If anybody tries to say, "Oh yeah, well in 3 months," "Oh yeah, well in 6 months," "Oh yeah, just give it 3 weeks," and give it a year, and after the year, right? If anybody tries to give you a timeline or a schedule, they're lying, right? There's no deadline for healing, no fixed timeline for when the pain should lessen or when the tears should stop. Some days you may feel steady, as if you are moving forward. Other days, a memory, a song, or an unexpected moment may bring the weight of loss rushing back. This is not failure. This is the rhythm of grief. Please don't underestimate the power of that statement. Y'all, this is not failure. It is the rhythm of grief. It's the rhythm of grief. Grief has rhythm, right? And no matter when you're doing the work to progress and move forward, that's what it's about. It's about doing the work to progress and move forward. And when you move forward, and when you have moments of setback or whatever the case may be, I don't even want to say setback because it's just a rhythm. It's not failure, it's the rhythm of grief. I say it all the time, and y'all gonna hear me repeat myself a lot on this because it's true. Repetition is the key to learning anyway. It's like a heartbeat. Heartbeat, it goes up, it comes down, it stabilizes in the middle. It goes up, it goes down, comes in the middle, goes up, it goes down, stabilizes in the middle. Yeah, that's what grief is. Ups, downs, stable. Ups, downs, I'm stable. Ups, downs, stable, right? It's the rhythm of grief. It's the rhythm of grief. Healing is not about speed. It's about allowing yourself the space to grieve. I love that. In your own way and in your own time. Healing is not about speed, but it's about space. Healing is not about speed. How fast can I get? How fast can we get this over? How fast can I get to the point to where I'm over this? How fast? How fast? Healing is not about speed, but it's about space. It's not about speed, but it's about space to grieve in your own way, in your own time. God does not rush you. He is patient, present, and walking with you at your own pace. His love is not measured by how quickly you move on, but by how deeply he walks with you through it. God ain't rushing you, right? He's not doing that. He's patient, he's present, and he's walking with you at your own pace. His love is not measured by how quickly you move on, but how deeply he walks with you through it. Give yourself grace. Release the pressure to be over it. Y'all, give yourself grace and release the pressure to be over it. It's a process. It's a process, right? It's a process. It's a process. And so release the pressure to be over it by a certain time. Release the pressure to be over by a certain time. Healing is not about forgetting, it's about learning to carry your love and loss differently, step by step, day by day. This is not about forgetting, but this is learning how to carry your loss and your love step by step, day by day. Here's your point of application, y'all. If you have been pressuring yourself to get over your grief, take a deep breath and release that expectation. Remind yourself that healing is a journey, not a race. Instead of focusing on how far you think you should be, acknowledge how far you've already come. Today is day 55. I told y'all this message was live. Healing has no deadline. There is no deadline to healing. Questions, comments, if you got them. Questions, comments, questions and comments. Comments and questions and comments. If you got them, I will take them. I don't see them. That means you don't have them. Oh man, I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Yo, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, for another Good Morning Grief devotion. Happy healing to each and every one of you. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place.